Hi everybody, this is Randy Smith from the South Florida Water Management District, and we are at the Homestead Field Station for the Water Management District. And today we are acknowledging the 50th snake that has been caught as part of the Water Management District's Python Elimination Project. And our hunter is one of our more unique hunters, Dusty Crum. He goes by the name of the Wild Man, and he was the one that secured snakes number 49 and 50, and we're going to do the check-in with him live, Facebook Live, from Homestead.
All right.
Dusty, let's do it.
All right.
Dusty, welcome to Facebook Live from South Florida Water Management
Dusty
District.
Crum, the Wild Man, Python Hunter.
And this project has 25 very professional hunters contracted by the South Florida Water Management District for a program that has a little over 2 months duration and end on June 1st. And they have been hunting on Water Management District owned lands in Miami-Dade County. These 25 were selected from applications totaling over 1,000. So this is really truly an elite group of folks that have been out since the last week of March on district-owned lands in Miami-Dade County, and the result, number 49 and 50 that we're about to see right now.
Hey,
That's
Dusty,
right.
one of our reporters is asking about your necklace. Can you tell her about it?
Okay, right here we got a boar's hog tooth right here. That's another invasive species we have. Got a couple gators. I got my snake little necklace, which a lot of you guys out there will have one of these because I made them for you, and the only elite python hunters get one of these necklaces from me. So you guys know who you are.
All right, let's see these
Take them
snakes.
out.
Right now we're going to do the 10-footer. I think he's about 10, maybe a little shy. And that's it. I think it's a male snake. We're going to go measure him, see what he ends up at.
Dusty, where did you get this snake?
On 67 as well. It's right inside the gate.
So the L67, which is off Tamiami Trail, out near the Value Jet Memorial.
Ready to stretch him out, Bobby?
Ten 4.
10'4". Wow, that surprised me. I didn't think he'd quite make 10.
What do you thought he was going to be?
I thought he was around 9 foot, 9'6" maybe.
Male.
Yeah, I think both these snakes are male, and I don't know what they were doing in the heat of the day. It was 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. It's pretty hot. Waiting for prey to walk by. You know, the bird, the otter, the rabbit, they're going to lose every time.
Exactly what it was waiting for.
That's the spur.
This next male to come by.
Male is typically larger than the female.
Yeah. Can you bring along a tape measure so we can look at the measurement?
Pardon?
Take the tail to the tape measure.
L67?
Yes, sir.
This is not going to be a bad payday, is it?
Not too bad for a day's work, a couple hours in the morning. But you know what? I've been searching for weeks and weeks and hours and miles, and so it's one of those things, you know, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you go for days and don't see anything. So,
But it's good to get rid of these things.
yes, sir. You know, what I'm trying to do is stand up for the small mammals, the otters, the rabbits, that sort of thing. And, you know, they're going to lose every time. Somebody's got to, you know, stand up for them and try to help with this problem we're having here.
How would you identify yourself? Snake catcher, what?
Yeah, I'm a snake catcher. I catch everything live, barehanded. I don't kill them really. This program, you have to kill them, so that's what we're doing. Most of the time in the Python Challenge last year, I'm the current Python Challenge champ, and I turned all my snakes in alive at that point.
So,
Yeah, 3 or 4 times. I got hit here last week, and it healed up in a couple days, and then this snake here, I actually got a little tooth stuck in my finger. I thought it was a splinter, and I started picking it out, and it ended up being a python tooth, so that was kind of different.
so like, take us through this whole process. I mean, what do you drive around all day, all night? Like, take us through beginning to end.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, you get out when the sun's coming up and just go, and day or night. Sometimes the night time of year, but it's just you never know where they're going to be at or where they're going to be. So just about putting time in and miles and effort to look for them.
Which one? This one?
L67 off 41.
Where's that?
It's over close to the Valley Jet Memorial site, if you guys know where that is.
No. Okay. And
Was
so
he just out on the gravel?
He's actually off the levees on the side, and what they do is they kind of wait there for small game and prey, and stuff will kind of walk along the edge of there, and they're just going to lay there and wait, and they pretend, you know, they think you don't see them, so they're just really camouflaged, and they're just laying and waiting for the prey to walk by. We're losing a lot of small mammals, small rabbits out here to these snakes, so it's really hurting our ecosystem.
So how do you? I mean, you just jump out of your truck and grab. I mean, how do you kill this thing?
Yeah, you basically you spot the snake. I try to approach it as slowly as I can, and most of the time, if you handle the snake gently, they're going to react gently back to you. Now, this other snake today, the big one, not so much. So he was pretty aggressive. So each snake kind of has their own temperament. You got to read the snake and see kind of what their body language tells you.
So this is not the big one?
No, sir.
Let's get the big one out.
Let's do the big one. Just carry this whole cooler over here.
About what time did you catch that first snake?
About 10:30. This was shortly thereafter. You know, I just really want to thank the Water Management District here in South Florida for doing this program, and it's really means a lot to me to be able to help and have them stand behind me and help me.
Is this the biggest one you ever caught?
You know,
How did you even get into this? Growing up doing this as a kid, or?
I started out with the Python Challenge in 2013, and I got second place then. So 2016 I came back, knew a little bit more about how to look for the snakes and what to do. Gave me a little more experience and put in the effort and came out on top.
You make money off this?
Not up until this point. This is the first time I've been doing this stuff for free for so many years. And you know, once again, the Water Management District has stepped up, and they're trying to encourage pythons and actually reward hunters and reward them for their efforts.
Here's how it works: is The 25 hunters that were selected are paid minimum wage, $8.10 per hour. And then the bounty is $50 for the first 4 feet of snake, and then $25 for each foot after. So this is going to be $300 worth, I think. I'm doing the math.
14.6.
14.6. Another male, Bobby?
Female.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think she's got eggs, do you?
Well.
She has a small spur compared to the other one?
Yeah. 'Cause- let's see.
Size spur.
Huh. The big one's a female.
Largest spur is male. Small spur is female. Where'd you find this one at?
Same place, L67.
Yeah.
It was shortly thereafter this, probably about 45 minutes after this snake, just cruising on up the road, and there he was. And then we had steady construction work and stuff going on there yesterday, and it was getting real hot, so I just got out of there. I did some night hunting last night. Saw a couple moccasins.
See that drooping down? They probably tend to have eggs.
No pythons.
The extra
last
fat
night.
they're
The snakes were crossing.
building up with the eggs.
We're gonna try it again tonight and later on and see what we can do. Yeah, most of the time
Just to update on our Facebook Live, this is the first for us at the Water Management District. We've got over 200 people watching live. We've got 4 television stations from Miami and West Palm here, and an audience from the business next door to us.
These snakes, and it's pretty encouraging to me to have, you know, a younger generation interested in doing such things as catching these big snakes, and somebody that's fearless, and it's just encouraging that the younger generation is getting interested in this. So anything I can do to help them and try to teach them my tactics and my experience, I'm more than happy to do.
So where did you get this one? This was on L67
Yeah,
also?
both the snakes, yep. Back to back pretty much.
What time of day again? Was it?
About 10:30 in the morning is when I caught the first one.
And then this was just a little after that?
Yeah, probably about 11, something like that, 11:15.
So it was up on the levee also?
It was down in the side, and when it happened is I saw about 4 feet of the snake coming out of the thick, and I could see his head was fairly sized, so I knew it was a big snake. And I just go down and approach the snake as calmly and as possible. As soon as I got up to the snake, close enough where I could grab him, he started throwing that tongue out and kind of smelling. He realized I was there. He tucks back in and starts trying to go back into the brush, and I knew if he starts wrapping in those trees, you're not going to be able to pull him out with a snake that big. So I just grabbed the body and did a big pull and pulled him out, and then it was striking, kind of dancing with the snake for a little while, and I finally got to get the head, and he was all over the place. Very strong snake. They're all muscle.
Number 50 is the significant part for this. This is the 50th snake that's been caught as part of the python elimination program that the Water Management has put on. Okay, but I'm just for other reference too.
Okay. Yeah, so this is here at the Water Management District. It's a program they've done, and it runs for 2 months. It ends on June 1st. And I've been working hard and partnering with the Water Management District here in South Florida to try to do something to eliminate these snakes from the district lands and the Everglades.
So, okay, so once you wrestle with the snake, you take like that?
I put them in a bag. I always bag my snakes, and then I'll find another place that's appropriate where I know the snake, when I take him back out of the bag, he's not going to get away, and it's a safe spot to do the kill.
I think a lot of people from the outside think you're crazy, man. What, like?
I'm sure they do. I mean, a lot of people, you know, it goes back to biblical times. People are scared of the snakes. It's a big snake. You know, even a little snake, a lot of people freak out about if it gets in their house or whatever. To me, this is all God's creation. This is God's earth. I'm here on the land, and I'm just a part of it.
Did the snake bite you yesterday?
No, it didn't. It wanted to.
But but you know how they move, right? Or
Yeah, you can just kind of watch their body language and you let them kind of get still, and if you just get around behind of them and grab the head, and once you commit, you got to commit. If you're going to go grab the head, it's not a second guess thing. This is what's happening. I'm grabbing the snake.
How big of an animal can this thing take down?
I imagine that, I don't know, it could eat some small deer, some fawns, but I'm thinking more along the lines of otters and maybe some hogs. I have seen some hogs out here lately, which is kind of refreshing, but I haven't seen many hogs out. But there's a bunch of, probably a dozen little piglets out there, and that snake there would love to have those little piglet snacks.
What would you say to people who watch this and say, oh man, this looks like fun, I'm just going to go out there and try to take down a python?
Yeah, if you don't have experience handling big constrictor snakes, it's not for you. It's definitely something that you need experience to do, and if they want to come out and try to learn and help, protect the environment, that's great. But definitely get some experience and go with somebody that knows what they're doing.
What's the biggest snake you caught?
Biggest one was last year in the challenge. It was 15.2, I believe.
What's it weigh,
It was 125 pounds.
What's the story behind the necklace? I heard you just talking about it earlier.
This is just a boar hog's tooth. I got a couple gator stuff. I kind of pick stuff up when I'm on my travels and add it to my necklace. I got my little snake charm here, which a lot of python hunters around that I know I've given these to, so you guys know who you are out there. The elite crews get the snake charms.
Do you mind saying your first and last name?
My name's Dusty Crum, DUSTYCRUM, and they call me the Wild Man.
Wild Man. Okay.
Dusty, did you have a partner out there?
Yeah. Yesterday I had Winchester Desir. She's an 18-year-old girl, and she's about 5'1", 100 pounds, and she's fearless when it comes to hunting these snakes. And I had her dad along with me too. His name's Daniel Desir. They had to go back to work today, so they had to get back, but they did give me a hand with this snake yesterday.
So,
Maracas City, Florida.
and are these the only two you've gotten in the Water District program?
No, last week I got about a 9-footer.
This is their third.
Yeah.
How much do you think you made off of all these snakes?
I'll probably break even at the end of the day. I mean, this is going to be a pretty good payday. It's going to put me up, but you know what I mean? You spend days and weeks out here and fuel and food and all that stuff. So I mean, I do appreciate what they're doing. The Water Management District is compensating us for this. We've been doing it for free for so many years, so it's really refreshing to have the Water Management District behind us and supporting the local hunters.
Keep the hides?
Yeah, I'll keep him, or I got a guy up in Hollywood, Brian Wood, that he's got a alligator, he does alligator skins and stuff, so I'll take the snakes to him. He can make products out of them, belts, purses, really some neat stuff. So it's nice to turn the end product into something that's usable.
How many days have you been going out? Do you go out every day, or?
Well, I have an orchid business in Venice, so I do orchids, and I got to go there 2 days a week, which is mainly Wednesday and Thursday. I'll go do my orchid shop, and then I'll come back down here like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and I'll go back a couple days.
Do you have knowledge of what the impact on the small mammals and things like that?
Absolutely. There used to be a lot more small mammals, rabbits, otters, raccoons and stuff, and you hardly ever see that stuff. It's kind of like a ghost land out there right now. So, and the pythons are a big part of it. So if we can do something to stand up for the small mammals and the rabbits and protect them, then I'm glad to be a part of it.
You gotta weigh these snakes.
Well, that one was actually shot. It was a 357. I didn't want to suffer. I wanted to do it quick. I knew it was a big snake, so that's why his head's kind of mangled up right there. Normally I use a 22, so it's not quite doesn't mess the skin up as bad. But this snake here, I didn't want him to suffer, so I I hit him with the big gun.
Let's get these things weighed.
Weigh the big one.
Yeah, you're gonna get away with it. So, do all. You guys ready for it?
You want to put it in a bag to weigh it?
Yeah, I rather use this one. We can weigh it and then we'll put it back.
We don't find it. Nobody sell it by it. We do find pythons. That cover everything. 18 mile stretch. All north of Palm Beach County.
And we had over 1,000 people that applied to be a part of this project. We narrowed it down to 25. So that's what we've got out in the field until June 1st, are these 25 elite hunters, including Dusty. And today marks the 50th snake, and I actually heard that there are also a couple more that were caught today. But this is a milestone for the program with the 50 snakes. Hopefully that number is going to grow greatly by the time that the program reaches its conclusion.
And why this time of year? Is this when they're most...
Well, I think there's probably better times during the year, and we're going to explore that too. It just so happened that everything came together.
He's clear. She's clear.
What are we thinking?
Wow, I said 70 pounds. I was right on it. 70, right?
What's the
Yep.
Yep, 70 pounds. Dead on.
Well, how much is it?
70 pounds.
70 pounds of pure muscle right there. Ended up being a female. You got 70 pounds of pure muscle right here. Pretty big snake.
How long was the carrot?
14.6. 14.6 and 70 pounds.
What are you going to do now? Are you going to just take that home?
I'm going to take this up to Brian Wood in Hollywood, Florida, and he's going to skin it out and tan the hide for me, and I'll figure out what I want to do with it from then. But it's just getting it to the point where it's tanned and then it's a usable product.
You gonna do the other one? Gonna weigh the other one?
They weighed it, I think.
Can you weigh it again?
Is there any way you can leave these out at just through like 12:15? Because we're going to do a live shot here and we're going to show everybody.
Yeah, that's fine.
You going back out today, Dusty?
Yeah, we're going to go back out and see if I can do something good today. I'm looking for that 16-footer. So she's out there somewhere waiting for me.
How do you know that? How do you know she's out there?
Oh, they're out there. She's out there.
Seen her?
I know she's out there. She's out there waiting for me to run into her.
How
So
big is she?
16-footer is what I'm looking for today. I'm going to go back and see what I can do. You know, some of the swamp is so dry right now that you can literally just walk through the swamp, and the big snakes could be out there. You know, on the tree islands, they're not going to be maybe on the road to be visible enough, but they're definitely going to be out there in the swamp. And I'm going to go look for them. Well, the big snakes won't as much. Because it's hard for them to travel on the ground. They use the water to travel. So the big snakes are going to be kind of closer to the water where they can travel and get around. You'll find smaller snakes out in the flats in the swamp. They can still get around. The one I found last week was actually in that on an old airboat trail, and the swamp's so dry that the airboat trails are dry. You can just walk through there. I walked right past the snake the first time, and on the way back, saw the snake there, and it's just laying as still as can be. Laying there. Like I say, you can walk right past them and miss them, and it's just they blend in. Their camouflage pattern blends into the brush and everything, and you just won't see them. It's pretty nice. Actually, back in some of those areas, there's a green grass. It's like the greenest grass you'd ever see. It almost looks like wheatgrass that you could eat. And you'll see deer tracks and game tracks all through there. So the snakes are in there as well, and that's where I found the one last week. This one is 70 pounds, and it's 14'6".
So you've seen the big one that you're looking for before?
No, I mean, I haven't seen her. When I see a snake, I catch it. I don't let him go or just sightsee him. So I've never had a snake get away from me that I've saw. I've always captured them every time. I know I've heard some stories of guys have to let a snake go or it's wrapping, they can't hold on to it. But I'm going to do everything I can to hold on to it.
Did he say where he caught him at, Bob? L28?
Well, the snake might get me one day. Hopefully, I might have somebody with me or something that's going to be able to unwrap me. This snake here wraps up pretty good. They get around your neck.
He got you even though he's not.
See the teeth. The teeth. See that? See the teeth? They go inward. So once they bite, they can't lose the grip.
Hey Dustin, can you show us the teeth on that other one?
Teeth?
Yeah, on this one. Can you get its head open?
The hunter he's taking the pythons with him, so he's the one that caught him. It's his choice, so he's probably going to skin it. And
can you get the mouth open on this one?
Probably not. I'm going to take him up to Hollywood to Brian, and you can skin him.
see the teeth? That's the teeth right there.
Yeah. It's good meat.
And like I said, the teeth go, see the teeth? It goes inward, so once it bites, it has that strong grip in it. The poor victim can't get away. There goes the fangs right there.
Yeah, they got 4 rows on top, Craig, and 2 rows on the bottom.
Yeah, I see the...
When they open up their jaw, it separates, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know, 41 by the memorial. You ready?
You got any alcohol with you? First aid? Did you take a picture of the wing in this one, Bob?
Yeah, what the one?
67 as well.
About 25 pounds. There's a male.
So this is 25 pounds.
Yes, sir. Males tend to be shorter than
You want to do any stills before we cut it open?
Yeah, go ahead. the last thing.
Not a pretty sight.
You got the blade, Bob?
Film it from a distance.
It's a pretty heavy snake right there. So we do it, taking snakes out of the Everglades. Probably about.
So folks, thanks for being with us on the South Florida Water Management District's Facebook Live from the Homestead Field Station, where we've marked the 50th snake that has been killed as part of the python elimination program started by the Water Management District. And we'll be signing off from